Hi, welcome along to AFTV. Let me just adjust the camera a little bit. I thought I'd come on and just do a little video and talk about this situation that we've got for it's just about, I keep doing this. I keep saying the Champions League final, the Europa League final, right? So I thought, let me just debate this whole thing about Petr Cech. Now, I know what planet you live on if you don't know the situation with this. Petr Cech has played all of the Europa League games for Arsenal so far. Actually, no, tell a lie. Leno did play some of the first few ones because Cech was starting in the Premier League. But basically, Cech has been the goalkeeper for the Europa League and for the FA Cup. Now, the assumption from most fans is that Petr Cech is going to start in goal when we have the Europa League final. The manager's kind of indicated that. He's been playing in the games all along. I don't think he's let us down. I think he's played pretty well, actually. There's been some games where he's saved us with some of the great saves that he's made. He's a very experienced goalkeeper, as we know. And it's assumed that Cech will be starting in the final of the Europa League next week against Chelsea in Baku. However, the news has emerged that Petr Cech is said to be taking up a role as sporting director at Chelsea once that game is over. He'll be joining Chelsea and he will be, their sporting director for next season. He's been asked about this. He hasn't flatly denied it. He's just said that, listen, my season will be sorted, where I'm going to go next year will be sorted out, next week. But right now I'm focused upon the Europa League, which is, of course, what you'd expect him to say. Petr Cech is a very professional goalkeeper. We know that, a very professional guy. And I do trust him. I do not think that Cech is the sort of guy that's going to throw one in to let Chelsea win the game against Arsenal. However, it does, draw into question if he should be starting. Remember, he's not the number one goalkeeper. If he should be starting in the final of the Europa League ahead of Bernd Leno. Now, Bernd Leno's had a great season. Bernd Leno's the better of the two keepers. He's younger, he's fitter, he plays the ball out from the back better. He's had a great season and he is our goalkeeper going forward in the future. But then, as I said, Petr Cech has not let Arsenal down in the Europa League or in the FA Cup and has played very well. But with the news breaking, as I said, he's going to be possibly sporting director of Chelsea, would it be wrong to play Petr Cech in the final? And that's what I really wanted to find out from you guys. I can see hundreds of comments coming in already. But I really wanted to find out your view on it. My view on it, and you would have seen me in a lot of videos, I'm saying that, you know what? I do believe that Cech should start in goal. That's what I've been saying all along. Because as I said, he's played well and I don't think he's going to let us down. However, I must admit that when I saw that news, the sporting director at Chelsea, I thought, you know what? Maybe we should play Leno. Leno's the future. Why should we be sentimental to a guy that's going to join the team that we're playing in the final? That shows that sentiment should go out the window. He's not being sentimental, isn't he? He's not saying, oh, no, sorry, I can't join Chelsea because I'm at Arsenal. So, I'd love to get your guys' opinion on it. And there's lots of comments coming in there. Let me just slow a couple of them down. Zwei777 says, start Leno. Very simple. He says, start Leno. Excuse my finger there. Mafia Boys World saying, if that news came in, then that changes everything. Leno in, send Cech off to Chelsea or put him on the bench. So you can see there, people are not exactly, feeling that vibe. Your dad says, I hope that Leno starts. Satish says Leno. August Court 123 says start Leno Robbie. Just Sam Leach says no way. Bernd Leno has to start now. Cech is losing this final. Isn't a big hit for his career, but it is for his immediate Arsenal career. As I said, I don't think that Cech is going to throw one in. I really don't think he's going to do that. But it does. You do have to start thinking to yourself, this just doesn't seem right. Let's get a few more comments on it. Mr. Boy says, you've seen the mistakes he's done, especially at the start of the season, but Leno has made one or two of them himself, but he'd start Leno. Cech's done well in the Europa League. I think he's done well, and I do think that Petr Cech is a very professional goalkeeper. From what I've heard behind the scenes, he's a leader in the dressing room as well. And when you got a final against Chelsea, you know, you do need your leaders there. So, you know, Leno, again, inexperienced. Simply, you know, he's never played in a final like this before. So, you know, but he is the future. So what do we do? Do we go with him or not? Buenos Aires Guna says, if Cech was going to another club beside Chelsea, would we have these feelings? Maybe not. Maybe we wouldn't have those feelings. But he is going to Chelsea, the team that we are about to play. So, you know, João Pereira says he dropped the possibility of sentiment when he negotiated with Chelsea during these weeks. And I mean, it's really, really tough because, you know, you guys got to think about his future at the end of the day. He's retiring at the end of the season. If they've offered him loads and loads of money, what can he do? He's gonna want to go, isn't he? He's gonna want to go and join, you know, the place where he's gonna change, you know, give him a lot of money, but it doesn't seem quite right, you know. And a lot of you are getting in contact and saying that. David Northmore says, hell no. If we're playing any other team, yes, but he's going to Chelsea 100%. No, no, no. He doesn't want Petr Cech to start. Callie, he says that Leno is more athletic, plays better from the back. Double save against Tottenham was like seaman. Didn't play a single game. Don't get that vibe, but he again is saying, you know, start him. No matter what the outcome, now the keeper will be nervous because of the media. Possible, but as I said, he is a very experienced goalkeeper. I'm not sure if Petr Cech will have nerves. Cech cannot start. Cech should not start. Capital no. Somebody says there. No, no, no. Agent Cech. I think the vibes I'm picking up is, you know, you don't want Cech to start. I've not seen anybody here yet say Cech should start. Oh, here we go. Shazan says Cech's experience will come in handy in a big final. All right, but then Robin Red's Carpfishing says Leno must start. So, really want to get your views on it. Leave it in the comments below. Let me know who you think should be starting in that. The other thing I wanted to also ask about was this whole Mkhitaryan situation. I've spoken about it. You know, I've done a video on it a few days ago, even before all the furore broke about it yesterday. Basically, you know my views on it. I just don't think that if it had been another club, you know, another country, if it was one of the English players, if it was Mesut Ozil, would we be going over there to play this game, this final? I just don't think the situation is right. It is nothing against Azerbaijan. I don't understand the reasons for the conflict between them and Armenia. However, should a country that's effectively at war be hosting a final? You know, I just don't, it just doesn't seem right to me. You know, Armenians are not welcome in Azerbaijan, and Armenia is a part of, you know, Europe as well. And so should they be holding this final if Mkhitaryan can't come in? Now, I heard the ambassador of Azerbaijan on the radio this morning. He was saying that, listen, he goes, we've given full assurances to Henrik Mkhitaryan. Nothing's going to happen to him. He'll be well protected. And he sort of said that, was making a point and saying that he feels that the reason that Mkhitaryan's not going is for political reasons. Mkhitaryan doesn't want to come over because he's probably being pressured in Azerbaijan. But you've got to look on it this way. I remember, like, for instance, in cricket, England players refusing to go to, I think it was Sri Lanka, because of the problems that were over there. Refusing to go to Pakistan because of problems over there. You know, so this is not a situation that's unheard of. And it's a lot of pressure to put on Henrik Mkhitaryan. Henrik Mkhitaryan's the most famous sports person in Armenia. So probably is getting a bit of political pressure off of the government and off of his people as well. And, you know, if he did go there to a place where his people are not welcome, how would that go down? You know, how would that go down? How would that go down in, you know, his own country? Imagine if it was England, and England are at war with another country. We wouldn't be wanting some of our star players to go there, would we? Look at Russia last year. There was politicians at the time saying that England shouldn't even go to the World Cup and play. Remember that? There was politicians, English politicians like Theresa May and that, who said they're refusing to go over for the opening ceremony and stuff like that in Russia. They're refusing to go. So how can that we, you know, I see people, some people trying to blame Mkhitaryan and, oh, he could go there, there's nothing wrong, he's getting loads of money. This is not a money issue. This is a safety issue, and this is also an issue that, you know, a guy's under extreme pressure because basically we're asking him to go somewhere and play a football game to a country where his country people, this is the other thing you've got to remember, his country people are not welcome. And we are expecting him to go there. Well, at least UEFA are expecting him to go there. And I think it's absolutely scandalous. And this is exactly why I'm not sure if this should have been held in Azerbaijan. And it's nothing against Azerbaijan. I said already, you know, Azerbaijan is a beautiful place. I'm going to be over there next week. I'm looking forward to being in Azerbaijan and to meeting the people over there and to try and find out a little bit more about this situation. But it just does not seem like it was the right decision to host it there with these sort of things and this sort of news coming out. What do you guys think on that as well? Would love to hear from you on that. And also, just before I go, and we're going to do a video on this, so I'm not going to go into it too much, but the new kits that are coming out from Adidas, I have to say, I am really enthused about them. I'm an Adidas guy. I like Adidas. I've always been a big fan of Adidas. And I must say, it's great to have Adidas back making Arsenal's kits. So, but we will be doing a proper video on those new kits from Adidas. So look out for that. But again, I want to get your opinion on it. Once this video goes live and goes up, we'll try and get a poll up on it as well. Should Cech start in the Europa League final? Yes or no? Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching this little quick video. Remember, do not forget, we're going to be out in Baku next week. We have got our visas. Visas are in place. Flights are booked. Hotels are booked. So we are going to be over in Azerbaijan as of next week, Tuesday. So if you want to get all the coverage from over there in Baku, to find out what the place is really like, make sure you tune into AFTV. We're going to have everything covered out there, all right? So make sure you check that out for the big final against Chelsea. We really, really need to win this one to get ourselves back into that Champions League. So really, really looking forward to it. But once again, should Cech start in the final? Yes or no? Let me know what you think.